We have completed question number 1 to 5 from this paper, P1 May 2023 paper in the previous video. In this video, we are going to start from question number 6. Part A is a basic simplification, expanding bracket actually. You can just treat this as a minus b whole square, which is going to be a square minus 2ab plus b square. If you don't know this identity, write it twice and multiply. So r minus 1 over r whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab times, plus b square. So the r and r can be cancelled here. We'll get r square minus 2 plus 1 square is 1, r square. That's all. It's a 2-mark question. Let's move on to part B of this question. Part B is rationalizing the denominator. 1 over 3 plus 2 root 2. You multiply and divide by 3 minus 2 root 2. And then when you multiply numerator, it stays the same. To multiply the denominator, always apply this identity, a plus b times a minus b, which is a square minus b square. So you will get 3 minus 2 root 2. 3 square is 9 minus. Use your calculator and find 2 root 2 whole square. You will get 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. So you get 3 minus 2 root 2. Compare it with this. P is equal to 3, Q is negative 2. That's all. Now I'm going to move on to part C now. Part C, it's a little trickier one. Not hard actually. There are several ways to simplify this. What I'm going to do, first I'm going to take the square of this and find the answer. I should get 4. So when I take square root both sides, when I remove square both sides, square root of both sides, I should get this one. So I'm going to start with 3 plus 2 root 2 within square root. 1 divided by 3 plus 2 root 2. The question says using result from part A and B. Yes, in the result from part A, it says r over 1 minus r whole square is r square minus 2 plus 1 over r square, right? So if you treat this as r, you will get r square, so the square root will be gone, minus 2 plus 1 over r square. Understand? We are going to use the result from part B. In part B it says this one, and first I'm going to simplify this. 3 minus 2 is 1 plus 2 root 2 is equal to, from part B this can be written as 3 minus 2 root 2. So plus 3 minus 2 root 2. If you cancel 2 root 2, you get 4. So you have this is equal to 4. When you take square root both sides, you will get this. So write it as the last step. So this is one of the method. So that's all. I'm going to move on to question number 7 now. Question number 7, it says the region R1 shown shaded in the figure is defined by these inequalities. I put the figure in the next slide. They are talking about this R1. This region is defined by these inequalities. There is a straight line, y is equal to 2 and y is less than kx. Okay, now let's read further. The line x is equal to a, where a is a constant, passes through the intersection of line y is equal to 2 and kx. As you can see from the figure, all these 3 lines intersect at this point. Okay, given that the area of R1 is 21 by 4, find the value of a and k. The area of R1, this area is 27 over 4. R1 is 27 over 4. Apparently, you look at the diagram, R1 is a trapezium. How do we find what's the formula to find the area of the trapezium? half A plus B. A and B are the parallel sides, times height. Height is the distance between the parallel sides. In this case, height is 2 because this point is 2. And we need to find A and B now. You need to know this x-intercept so you can find this length. To find this x-intercept, in this equation, y is equal to 10 minus 2x. Replace y by 0, you'll get 2x is 10, x is equal to 5. This point is 5. That gives us the b is equal to 5, the length of the one parallel side. Now we need to find A now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the formula half. Okay, now we need to know the x-intercept of this x coordinate of these 2 points. Forget about the rest of the things. This is basically intersection of y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 10 minus 2x. So when you solve it, you have y is equal to 2, y is equal to 10 minus 2x. You sub in here, you will get 2 is equal to 10 minus 2x, 2x is equal to 8, x is equal to 4. So this x coordinate of this point is 4 actually. And x coordinate of this point is A, which is unknown, which is what we are trying to find, right? So now what I'm trying to say here, the length of this parallel side is going to be 4 minus A. This length is 4 minus A, right? So using all this, we can apply the area formula here. Half A plus B. A and B are the length of the parallel sides. One is 4 minus A. The bottom one is, this is 5, this is 0, so 5 minus 0. Times height is this. 2 is equal to 27 over 4. Make A as a subject. 2 can be cancelled. 9 minus A is 27 over 4. So A is 9 minus 27 over 4. So you will get 36 minus 27, which is 9 over 4. That's the value of A. Now to find the value of K, I am taking the diagram again. We got the value of A already, which is 9 over 4, this A. So we can find this point, which is 9 over 4, comma, the y coordinate is 2 because the line is y is equal to 2. Sub in the point in here, you can find K easily. Y is equal to K times 9 over 4. So K is equal to 2 4s are 8 over 9. That's it. Okay, that's basically a 4-mark question. And then part B of the question says, define region R2 shown in figure 2. Probably I'll put the figure here again. We need to find the inequalities that define this region R2. When it comes to writing the inequalities corresponding to the given shaded region, always remember this rule. When it's shaded above or right hand side, you use greater than or equal to. If it's shaded below or left hand side of the line, you use less than or equal to. This one is for a solid line, this for a dotted line. Okay, now let's look at the region. The region is bounded by 3 straight lines. First line is y is equal to kx. We know the value of k, 8 over 9, 8 over 9x. So what would be the inequality? The region is above the straight line, right? If it's above or right hand side, you need to use this. For a solid line, y is greater than or equal to 8 over 9x. Now let's take the next line now. X is equal to a, this line. A is basically 9 over 4, right? And right hand side of the line is shaded and it's a dotted line. So x is greater than, not greater than or equal to, just greater than 9 over 4. And then this line, when you take this line, y is equal to 10 minus x, below the line is shaded. If it's below and a solid line, it should be less than or equal to, y is less than or equal to 10 minus 2x. That's how you find the inequalities that define the region. Let's move on to question number 8 now. One of the most common question from P1 differentiation, finding the equation of tangent or normal. That's one of the very important question from differentiation. So first step, you have to differentiate this. When you differentiate it, x cube becomes 3x square, so 3 over 4x square minus 8 times x power minus half. When you differentiate, you put the power in front, minus half x power minus half minus 1, which is 3 over 4x square minus 8, negative 8 times negative half is positive 4 x power negative 3 over 2. That's dy by dx. Now we need to use this point in here to find the slope. That's the second step. How do you write it? Slope is equal to, I have seen students writing m tangent, because if it's a normal, we need to find the negative reciprocal. You can write it as m normal. So m tangent is dy by dx at p of 4, 12. So in this dy by dx, you sub in the point, replace x by 4. So 3 over 4 times 4 square, 4 times 4 power negative 3 over 2. If you type everything in your calculator and you happen to get a decimal number, don't do that. Do it term by term, because you need to get the exact value. So I put everything in my calculator. I got 25 over 2. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next slide. The slope is 25 over 2 and you have a point 4, 12. You can write the equation as y minus y1 is equal to slope times x minus x1. Or you can use y is equal to mx plus c also. It's just whatever you are comfortable with. Y minus 12 is slope times x minus 4. Once you reach this step, before simplifying, go back and read the question. They might want the answer in this form, or sometime they will say ax plus by plus c is 0, where a, b, c are integers. In this case, you cannot have any fraction. In the question it says ax plus by plus c is 0, where a, b, c are integers. So once you reach this step, go back, read the question. We need only integers, so I'm going to multiply everything by 2 in order to get rid of this fraction. So it becomes 2y minus 24. Here 2 will be cancelled. 25 times x minus 4. Open the bracket, simplify. You'll get 2y minus 24 is 25x minus 100. Put everything one side. You'll get 25x minus 2y plus minus 76 minus 100 plus 24 minus 76 is equal to 0. That's the equation of the tangent. If the question says equation of normal, it's the same thing. Only thing, you need to swap this to negative 2 over 25 and use this slope in here. You get the equation of normal. Now let's move on to part B of the question. You are given f dash of x. They want you to find f of x. This is from P1 integration. There is a topic called finding functions. Most of the questions are taken from this particular topic. You need to integrate the function. You will get plus c when you integrate. Use the point to find the value of plus c. That's how you do it. So first thing first, we are going to integrate this. So f dash of x becomes f of x. Write one step using the integral symbol. 1 over 4 x cube minus 8 x power minus half dx. And then integrate it. It becomes x power 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 minus 8. X power minus half plus 1, which is positive half by positive half plus c. Simplify it, you will get f of x is equal to 1 over 16 x power 4. 8 divided by half becomes 16 minus 16 x power half plus c. Now we are going to use this point here, sub in here, replace f of x by 12, x by 4 to find c now. I'm going to write the function here. F of x is equal to 1 over 16 x power 4 minus 16 x power half plus c. The point is 4 comma 12. So sub in the point here. F of x is basically y. So replace f of x by 12. 1 over 16 times 4 power 4. 16 times 4 power half plus c. So 12 is, use your calculator, 4 power 4 divided by 16. 4 square is 16, so you'll get 4 square minus 4 power half is 2, 32 plus c. Minus 16 comes here, 12 plus 16, c is 28. Once you got the value of c, you have to write the function again with the c value, otherwise you will lose more. So you need to write f of x is 1 over 16 x power 4 minus 16 x power half, or you can put it as square root of x, plus 28. So you will be given full marks. You have to write the function finally after finding the value of c. Let's move on to question number 9 now. You have a graph given. It can be sine or cos. Write down the expression for f of x. It's a 2-mark question. Since the graph starts from here and symmetrical on both sides of y-axis, it should be cosine graph. If you look at the cosine graph, the graph will be like this. That's the cosine graph actually. Only thing, the minimum value is -1, maximum value is 1. But in this case, minimum value is -3, maximum value is 3. The y coordinates are multiplied by 3. Therefore, the function would be 3 cos x. That's when we multiply the y coordinates by 3. You write this, you will be given 2 marks actually. Let's move on to part B now. On a separate diagram, sketch the graph. They want you to sketch the graph f of x plus pi over 4. Okay. I'm taking this f of x from the question. So listen to me carefully how I am sketching this. It's a 3-mark question. First of all, you need to know what transformation is this. In f of x, the x is being replaced with x plus something. If it's x plus something, the graph will be moved to the left side pi over 4 units. Okay. So what I'm going to do, this is pi over 2 actually. I'm going to put pi over 4 here. 2 pi over 4, this will be 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4 here. Minus pi over 4, minus pi over 2, minus 3 pi over 4, minus 5 pi over 4. I'm going to move the given graph to the left side pi over 4 units now. So listen to me carefully what's happening now. The graph will be something like this. Here it will be, this is minus 6 pi over 4, minus 7 pi over 4, minus 7 pi over 4. This is the graph. You are given just the x and y axis on the next page, I guess, or if it's not given, you need to plot this point. What is important here? Read the question. They want the coordinates of the point where the curve intersect coordinate axis. That's very important. That means this point minus 7 over 4 minus 3 pi over 4 pi over 4 5 pi over 4. These points are important. And then the y-intercept. How do we use? First of all, I write the function y is equal to cos of 3 cos. f of x was 3 cos x. Here it's 3 cos of x plus pi over 4. So to find the y-intercept, we usually replace x by 0. So when you replace x by 0, you will get cos 3 cos pi over 4. Cos pi over 4 is root 2 by 2. So we'll get 3 root 2 by 2. So this point is 0, 3 root 2 by 2. You need to show all this thing to get full 3 marks. So let's move on to the second part. B is over. Double I of the same question. You have another graph given. Figure 4 shows part of the graph with the equation y is equal to g of x. Write the expression for g of x. It looks like a sine graph, so don't blindly write sine x. If you look at the sine graph, you need to always compare it with the basic graph actually. The sine graph also looks like this, but the thing is this will be pi. This will be 2 pi. So the second point is supposed to be 2 pi. Now you have pi only. That means the 2 pi has been divided by 2. So the equation should be sine 2x. I don't need to put a bracket, just write sine 2x, because for sine 2x we divide all the x coordinates by 2. That's the transformations we learned, right? So the answer here is g of x is equal to sine 2x. That's all. And I'm going to move on to the next part of the question. On a separate diagram, again they want you to sketch a graph g of x minus 2. When the number is outside minus 2, it's a translation. You need to move the graph downwards 2 units. So you need to take the same graph and move the graph downwards 2 units. So let's say this is the original graph g of x. We are going to move downwards 2 units, minus 2, minus 3. So 0, 1 becomes the maximum point becomes 1 minus 2 minus 1. 0 becomes minus 2, minus 1 becomes minus 3. So the graph is going to start from minus 2. This would be the graph. This would be the graph. Y is equal to g of x minus 2. You don't usually show this graph. You just need to show this one. But the x-axis, y-axis are the same. That's a 2-mark question. Let's move on to last question of this paper. Question number 10. You have a quadratic function given, and there is a figure also. Figure 1 shows the curve, quadratic curve with the equation this, where b is a positive constant. Okay. So x is, if you solve this, you will get x is minus 2, x is equal to b. So basically this point is negative 2, this point is b. And then line L1 has gradient half. So you can write the equation as half x plus c. C is the point where it crosses the y-axis and intersects C on the negative x-axis and point P. Yes, intersect the curve in here and here. Okay. Write down the equation of L. The equation of L is y is equal to half x plus c. You can find c using a point that lies on the straight line. Minus 2, 0. Sub in here, 0 is equal to 1 over 2 times minus 2 plus c. So c is equal to 1. So the equation is y is equal to half x plus 1. That's the equation of L1. Half x plus 1. I says in terms of B, find the coordinates of P. Okay, P is basically the point of intersection of this parabola and then this straight line. We know these two equations, so we can find the point of intersection by solving these two equations. So that's what we are going to do now. Now we need to find the point of intersection P by solving this and this. So I'm going to equate them. Minus 1 over 4 x plus 2 times x plus b is equal to, x minus b is equal to half x plus 1. We need to find x and y by solving this. There are two ways you can do it. The easiest way is you take half as a common factor and write it as 1 over 2 times x plus 2. Apparently you're not going to think of this method in the exam, so I'll show you another method, okay, later after solving this. So here you can just cancel this factor, so you will get x minus b is equal to, bring the minus 4 here, you'll get minus 2, so x is b minus 2. You got the x coordinate of P. We need the point in terms of B, right? So x coordinate is this. Sub in here to find the y coordinate. So y is going to be half times B minus 2 plus 1. So when you open the bracket, you will just get half B. So the coordinates are B minus 2 comma half B, or B over 2. That's the point. It's a 3-mark question. And then when I show this method to one of my students, she asked me, so in the exam hall definitely I'm not gonna think about this factorizing half out and cancel x plus 2. It's completely normal. You're not gonna think about this, right? You usually like frame a quadratic and solve it, right? You can do that also. I'm gonna show you that method. So when you reach this step, usually we will open the bracket and solve it, right? When you open the bracket, you will get x square plus 2x minus bx minus 2b is equal to, bring the negative 4 this side, you will get negative 2x minus 4. Put everything one side and solve the quadratic. You will get x square plus, bring the 2x here, it becomes 4x, 4 minus b times x plus 4 minus 2b is equal to 0. This is a is 1, b, c. I'm going to use the quadratic formula to solve it. X is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Carefully simplify this. This becomes b minus 4 or minus 4 plus b plus or minus square root of, it's not 2a, it should be, denominator should be 2 times 1, just 2. 4 minus b whole square, expand it, 16 minus 8b plus b square. Take 4 and multiply both, you will get minus 16 plus 8b divided by 2. You can see the terms are cancelling out each other. You see 16, 8b can be cancelled. Square root of b square is just b. So you are getting b minus 4 plus or minus b by 2. So b minus 4 plus b by 2, b minus 4 minus b by 2. There are two x values. So it's going to be 2b minus 4. When you divide by 2, you will get b minus 2. Here is just 2. Why you are getting two x values? Sorry, it's minus 2. Because if you look at the figure, there are 2 points where the curve intersect with the straight line. One with the x coordinate negative 2, that's why you are getting negative 2. Another one, the x coordinate of point P. That's what you got in terms of b minus 2. You see, so this is another method to solve it. Once you got value of x already, sub in back to the equation of the line, you will get the value of y. That's all. Let's move on to the next part of the question. Now L2 is perpendicular to L1. We know the equation of L1 already. Y is equal to half x plus 1. So definitely the equation of L2, since it's perpendicular, the slope will be negative reciprocal plus c. We need to find the value of the y-intercept of this line. So we need a point that lies on this line. So when you look at the figure, this straight line L2 passes through P and this point. So it's this point is B comma 0. We can use that point. In fact, they want you to find the equation in terms of B. So we are going to use the point B comma 0 here. So the equation is going to be y minus y1 is slope times x minus x1. So y is equal to negative 2x plus 2b. That's the equation of L2. Given also that L2 intersect the curve at point P. Yes, definitely. If you look at the point P, it's basically the intersection of all three functions, right? So L2 is also intersecting the curve at P. Okay. They want us to write the equation of L2 in this form. Okay, you see, we have the equation of L2 as minus 2x plus c initially, right? And we use the point where the line intersect the curve at this point B comma 0, right? Instead of this point, you can use the point P. We got the coordinates of P, right? In part A, I guess, B minus 2 comma B over 2. Use this point now to find C. Y minus y1 is equal to slope times x minus x1. So you will get minus 2x. When you multiply by 2, you will get plus 2b minus 4 plus b over 2. Simplify these two, you will get 5b over 2. You got the answer already. Okay. The next part says, hence or otherwise find the value of b. We got the equation of line as y is equal to minus 2x plus 2b in here. Minus 2x plus 2b. And we got the equation of the same line in another format here, right? So equate both of it. Y is equal to minus 2x plus 5b over 2 minus 2x plus 5b over 2 minus 4. Equate them, you get the value of b already. Put this b here. 2b minus 5b over 2 is negative 4. This is basically minus b over 2. So b is equal to positive 8. That's all. Lot of parts in this question, all like 2 marks.